Hey guys, Malachite here. I apologize for the quality of the image. I'm using the front-facing camera because I'm doing another review of a deck that I have for beginners from a beginner. I bought this deck right when my friend's shop got it. And I basically kind of started the 21 ways to read a tarot card with this deck, thinking it wouldn't be that difficult to use this particular theme deck to do it, and in fact it was pretty damn hard, so I ended up buying the Arthurian Legend tarot that I've reviewed and showed you guys, and that one I'm not having any problems doing it with. The box is a throwaway box. I think it's in my closet somewhere, but it's just like a what do they call those? The low Scarabo decks. Just the flimsy card box. It's a throwaway box. I mean, you can keep it if you want to store it in because it's a theme deck, so I don't know how much you'll use it. You might cabbage right onto it and be able to use it just fine. But it's the Hobbit Tarot with Peter Perkownick as the artist and Terry Donaldson as the author. And it comes with this little booklet. It's not very thick. It's got... It's made by US Game Systems and it's got 95 pages. It does go into good detail about the cards though, which is nice. Because it tells you what the card is depicting, like a lot of theme decks do. Like the Ten of Wands explains that the black arrow has struck the dragon Smaug directly through the heart, and that is how it's pronounced, and brought him down stone dead. With a terrible shriek that defeated men, felled trees, and split stone, Smaug shot spouting into the air. It's not very well written. He then crashed down from on high in ruin onto the town. As his body hit the water, a vast steam hissed upward and then fell silent. This image of the dragon coiled around the Tree of Life evokes the dragon constellation coiled around the pole star far above the earth. It also suggests the serpent of wisdom coiled around the Caduceus of Mercury, god of healing and knowledge. Sorry if I butchered that word. And then it gives the divinatory meaning as well. These cards, just like all theme decks, are going to be really different from the imagery of Rider-Waite. A few of them were pretty similar in the swords suit. Here's your Ace of Swords. And some of the cards are actually quite pretty. Oh, and here's the backing, which I actually really, really like. There's the backing. I like the grid with the rings. And it's the same. So your reversals. Let me see if the book had reversals. That's a good question. The book does have reversals in it. So, and so this is your Ace of Swords. Which is pretty. Three of Swords. But then you get into the Four of Swords, which again, like every theme deck, when you really look at it, if you look at the Rider-Waite, they are the same, but you've got to really look at it, and some people that's difficult, or just you may just want to skip that altogether and just look at this deck as it is for itself. The Nine of Swords is really similar, and let me show you. Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords are usually my go-to to compare the decks, because they're the swords that these are the two cards that I always remember right at the top, off the top of my head, because they're just so horrible. I guess that's why, I don't know. Let's see. Ack! Sorry guys. Because the poor guy with the sword collection, let's see here. Here's the Nine of Swords. Y'all guys know what the Nine of Swords looks like, probably. And then, I mean, he's surrounded completely by people with spears and things like that. So he's still in a situation that's going to read the same way. In lament, with death, failure, despair, the card's going to read the same. I mean, if you just look at it. So, and then the Ten of Swords, is ruin. He's laying prostrate on the ground there. And we all know the Ten of Swords, Mr. Skewer. I really do take these cards seriously, but I mean, he really is Mr. Skewer. I mean, that's not a happy card. And it's, I mean, it's the same basic imagery. He's laying down. He's, I'd have to look up what has actually happened here. Well, obviously Smaug is attacked because there's smoke and ruin and burn things, but who is that? I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody, but let me take a look. It doesn't really say. It says it's Thorin Oakenshield, but and the elves have him, which makes sense. This would be when they were watching. Yeah, that makes sense. This is when they're watching the edge of Mirkwood, trying to keep all the bad stuff out. Even though there's bad stuff in Mirkwood, but we won't go into that. Anyway, it is extremely helpful if you know the story of The Hobbit in order to use this deck. I will tell you that right now. Even if you only know portions of it, like the Page of Swords is just like the Page of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck, if you know the story of The Hobbit and you have an understanding of the Rider-Waite deck. This is about my favorite in the entire deck, and it has absolutely nothing to do imagery wise at first with the Queen of Swords, and then when you read her meaning based upon her imagery in the Rider-Waite, it actually does. So, and then in your crucial major arcana, which I didn't go to first, sorry about that, the Fool is Bilbo. Leave him back in, so it's, you know, pretty standard Fool there. The Magician, of course, is, that should be Gandalf there. I didn't even look at it, but I'm guessing it's Gandalf. Hold on. Yeah, Gandalf. I love the High Priestess. And if you're wondering, that is the, I'm drawing a blank, hold on. On the left page it reads The Lost Key to the Book of Dane, and on the right page it reads Lord of the Misty Mountain. It's pretty cool. I like that one. Let's see. The Hierophant's a really cool card. I believe that's Saruman the White. I'm not going to look because I don't want to... I've got time. I'll look. I don't want to be wrong because I'm kind of stickler about The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. I'd be really embarrassed if I was wrong. So hold on. No, that's Gandalf. My apologies. He's actually directing his senses out from his physical body to commune with his higher self. Oh, that's cool. And that's a quartz crystal in his staff, which I knew that. And then the horse is linking him to Shadowfax, which is his steed with the Rohirrim, which shows up in Lord of the Rings. So I stand corrected. Why did they make him look so much like Saruman the White? That bugs me. Okay. Sorry, that really bugs me. And then we've got, let's see, which one I want to show you. This is really strange. No one would know who this is, and that's why I wanted to look it up. This is the Lover's card. This is actually Bilbo's parents, Bungo Baggins and Belladonna Took. I thought this was kind of a strange card, but I think it goes along with the imagery that the story is supposed to have. They don't even appear in the book, so I'm not sure what's going on. It's a beautiful card. I really like this card. I think it's really, really pretty. It's so evocative of the Shire, and I like it, and I like the colors. And I do like the artwork on these cards. It reminds me of a lot of the old fantasy stuff I used to like so much. I love the chariot being the journey. So basically, and then the hermit is Bjorn, which is pretty cool. The Wheel of Fortune is the writing on the ring, and he is, of course, doing the riddles with Gollum, which is pretty cool. I don't like that Gollum looks like the Hulk in this deck. I mean, seriously, guys, this deck is drawn so nice, and then what is this? Guys, I don't like that. But overall, I really do like the deck. I love the death card. This is so cool. You guys look at that. That's freaking awesome. The devil and the tower are both Smaug, and they're not really that different. That was the devil. This is the tower. The world is also Smaug. So I like the deck. I like the way it's drawn because, like I said, it reminds me of that fantasy artwork I liked so much when I was like, you know, 16, 17, 18, more like 18 years old, and was really into Lord of the Rings at that age. That's what this artwork kind of reminds me of, is that time period when I was so into it. It's that old school fantasy artwork, and I really dig it, and I think it's really, really pretty. The cardstock on these is pretty darn good. I mean, I'm having to bend pretty hard to do that. It's way better than the cardstock on the Arthurian Legend deck that I have. It's heavier than that, so I'm pleased with the cardstock on it. You get to see the eagles in the deck, and it does go along with the story quite well. The Queen of Cups is very pretty. So if you like The Hobbit, I would not hesitate to buy this deck if you like The Hobbit, because it is very hard to read this deck, but you will be able to do it. You just have to apply yourself, and if you can't do it at first, which is, I tried it 2 or 3 times and was having a lot of difficulties, just, you know, put it in a nice bag and just put it away and wait until you've learned how to read a little better, and then take it back out. Or just keep it as a collector's deck, because it's really a nice deck. It really genuinely is. And the cards are a good size. This is my hand. There's the cards. Because it's a nice deck. I really like this deck. I don't regret buying it. And I plan on, when I get better, I plan on using it. And I'm almost out of time, so I like this deck. If you like The Hobbit, buy it. You'll like it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and blessed be. Bye.